exactly 9:15 South African time. Welcome back to the second hour of News and Views on Salam Media. And we're now going to be looking at the Sumud, the global Sumud Flotilla, which compromises more than 50 vessels. It set sail from France, Spain, and Italy on the 12th of April with the aim of breaking an Israeli blockade of Gaza and bringing supplies to the devastated Palestinian territory. And of course, we do understand, I suppose it was sadly expected, that two of the activists on board were detained by the genocidal Israeli government. They are Saif Abu Keshek and Brazilian Thiago Ávila, who are amongst the 175 activists detained by the genocidal Israelis. We are going to try and understand what what this current situation is regarding the flotilla, and then we're going to look at the conditions under which these two activists are being held. The person talking with us today is Tony La Piccirella. I hope I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
the steering committee member. Very good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning.
Okay, so what do we know thus far about the two detainees? And that, of course, is Abu Keshek and Thiago Ávila.
So yeah, right now the time of detention was extended for 4 days. We know that they're being tortured, and their conditions are like really bad. There were a lot of violations during their captured and the detention and also the deportation. In the case of Thiago, we know that right now we don't have any precise accusation that we are aware of, and the condition of Saif is a little bit different, also because he's part Palestinian. And today there is gonna be a first trial, so we are gonna have more information about their situations.
Okay, now I understand that the Israeli Human Rights Organization and Legal Center, which is Adala, have visited the two detainees, and that, of course, is Abu Keshek and Thiago Ávila. And they visited them in prison on Saturday, and they have said that it is absolutely harrowing testimonies provided by both the activists. Serious physical violence and being held for prolonged periods in stress positions by the Israeli authorities during the past few days. I will just also further share information, which I'm certain you do have. We've been told that Abu Keshek has been kept, pardon, hand tied and blindfolded and being forced to lie face down on the floor from the moment of his seizure until this morning, resulting in bruising to his face and hands. And as far as Ávila is concerned, he's been subjected to extreme brutality by the Israeli military during the seizure of the vessels. It also goes on to add that he was dragged face down across the floor and beaten so severely that he passed out twice. Have you heard anything further than that? And do you know that under these conditions, if the Israelis will, under humanitarian grounds, at least offer them some form of reprieve by allowing them access to medical care? Or is that a total no-go as far as the Israelis are concerned?
Right now we don't have any more information. These are all the informations we have are coming from the Adala organization. So unfortunately we cannot give you any more updates.
What about the rest of the activists on the vessels that formed part of the flotilla? Is it only these two, Thiago Ávila and Abu Keshek, that have been detained and imprisoned in Israeli prisons? What about the rest of the people? And is there any reason why these two were targeted and imprisoned?
Yeah, so right now, most of the people that got intercepted, included me, are in Crete, try to reorganize the fleet and like keep sailing. Um, a few of them had to go back to their countries, um, and we think that the reason why they targeted Thiago Ávila and Saif Keshek is that they are part of our coordination team. They are they are our steering committee members, and also they are really visible, and like this is also a political action. It's not just an intimidation. It's a way to try to destroy and criminalize solidarity humanitarian movements, and yeah. So this is the main reason.
Okay, the flotilla was nowhere near Gaza. It was the flotilla was detained in international waters just outside of Crete. Is that, as far as international law is concerned, is that not a violation of your basic human rights, all of the people on board the flotillas?
Yeah, it's also a new violations. So till that moment, all the Israeli interceptions were justified by the illegal siege of Gaza. No? This is their legal explanation about the past interceptions. This one was between Italy and Greece. We were 40 miles from Crete, and we got intercepted by a military vessel and a cargo vessel. Um, and also the interception this time was more brutal than usual. Um, there were 6 hours of interception. This attack cost us 6 hours. We called all the help possible from Greece, from Italy. We launched SOS, and none of our states and governments made nothing about it. The Greece, especially, the Greek government was collaborative with the, the Israeli forces. So this is a completely new scenario that worry all of us, because apparently it means that the naval blockade, the legal naval blockade, is extended till all the Mediterranean, till the coast of Europe. Um, yeah.
Okay, so what about the flotilla was under siege for about 6 hours. Two people, Avila and Keshek, were imprisoned and taken away. What about the other people on board? Were there any other casualties?
So we were beaten and put in isolation. We had 21 people that get recovered in the hospital in Greece, in Crete, and three of them were more had more serious problem, more serious injuries. So yeah, basically we were after the 6 hours of attack, we were detained in this cargo ship in open on the deck, exposed to cold and waves, and also surrounded by the IOF, and yeah, it was pretty intense. Right now, most of them get recovered, and like the morale is stable now, and we are trying to reorganize our fleet and evaluate the risk and assess the situation to to protect the mission and our intention, but also our comrades that are illegally detained right now in the occupied Palestine.
The fact that the flotilla was very brutally seized in international waters, two of the activists have been arrested and very, very brutally treated. And this, of course, was by the Israeli human rights, the group called Adala, who in fact released this media statement. So we can't even suppose that it was a made up story. We do know that these are the hard facts on the ground. You talking about reorganizing with the possibility of continuing, making your way to Gaza, um, because you've been detained in international waters. Do you think that you'd make much progress? Do you not believe that perhaps the IDF, the genocidal IDF, will treat the ongoing flotilla in an even more brutal manner? And is that not perhaps cause for concern?
Yeah, this is absolutely a possibility. Then the reason why we are exposed to this attack is because like Israel, like the Israeli forces are like weaponized the aids in Gaza and in Palestine, and it's really disturbing for them, um, like the our effort to reach them. So so it's important find a way to continue with our intention, our effort, and our internationalist solidarity movement. Obviously, we need to assume that right now we are exposed to more brutality, more risk, and we have to assume also the fact that at least the governments in Europe are not willing to enforce the international law. So the people and the solidarity and our movements are the only possible limits to their brutality and the destruction of the international rights.
Okay, we do know that Greece, very surprisingly, pardon, um, didn't assist the flotilla. But however, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez delivered a message to Benjamin Netanyahu on Friday saying that Spain would always protect its citizens and defend international law. So we salute him and the people of Spain, the Spanish people. What is the situation with the Brazilian government? Because Avila is a Brazilian citizen. Have they actually put out any statements in defense of Avila and the brutal conditions which he's facing in an Israeli prison?
Yeah, we know that like a huge part of the political institutions in Brazil are like exposing themselves in solidarity with Thiago. Then we are communicating with them and also with the president, um, expecting a clear position about it.
However, sad to say, the genocidal Israeli government is a law unto itself, and it does seem that other Western governments are, you know, can't seem to push back against them. If anything, they seem to be siding with them, and that sadly is the situation for now. They perhaps afraid of repercussions by the US if they support the Flotilla, Gaza, and Palestine as a whole. We will leave it at that. Is there any final comment you'd like to make before we say goodbye to you?
Yeah, so we are really worried about our comrades, but also we know that during these last years they put a huge effort to build this solidarity movement in which they were believing, and so our duty right now is honor that and keep push the world attention toward Palestine and also right now to our comrades illegally detained there.
Taunela Piccirella, Global Sumud Flotilla Steering Committee member, thank you indeed for talking with us. Our prayers are with Abu Keshek and, of course, Thiago Ávila, and all of you. Keep pushing ahead, and we pray for all of your safety and that eventually the world will see the situation for what it is and start supporting one and all. God bless, thank you, and go safely.
Thank you. Bye.
It is 9:32 a.m. This is News and Views on Salam Media. Thank you for being with us. We still have one or two discussions to get through, so let's bring them on to you.